Hello YouTube friends. I'm continuing my updates on my greenhouse and gardens for 2026. Today I'm focusing on my saplings. About a year and a half ago we had some construction on our property, and the construction crew traffic really trampled my trees that were young still, and I transplanted them, but they just never really recovered. So this was the magnolia tree that I had, and it was the first time I had seen it bloom because it was pretty new as a gift. But I had to replace that because it just didn't come back to life after this year. It was very pretty looking at those flowers. Here is the tree, and we are well into the season where we should be seeing some sort of buds or sprouts or something. No sign of life here. So my husband was kind enough to remove the tree for me, and I had ordered myself a new magnolia species sapling. Hole is already dug for me, and I'm going to be showing you what I'm doing with those sticks in a little bit. So here is where the plant arrived from. It is a Jane magnolia. I did order it from Amazon. I like to include that information because I always get asked by viewers. And here's the box that it came in. It looks like it was sealed with industrial staples versus typical packing tape. And it did hold up very well. It was in transit for about 3 days. And I'm going to go ahead and get this package open, and we'll take a look at what the tree looks like. On first glance, the leaves look very healthy. So being in transit for 3 days, this tree is in very good condition here. Pulling it out, and the pot and soil are bagged up nicely. There wasn't any spillage. A little bit of die-off on leaves, but very little trauma considering it was in transit for 3 days. So when I take out the tree, the whole thing just came right out of the pot very nicely. There was a little bit of some paper, brown paper on the top to prevent the soil from coming out, so I removed that. And it's pretty much ready to put into the ground. And my husband made a hole that was the perfect size. I didn't have to adjust it at all. Went right in there. And I start by adding some of the loose soil that is around the tree to start filling up that hole. There is a bucket with the other soil that was taken from the ground. And I start out trying to fill the hole using the shovel. That got tedious pretty quickly. So I just dumped the whole bucket of soil and then moved the soil all around to fill in all the gaps here. So that went into the ground pretty easily. Now I had a problem with my maple tree, and I did a video on that previously. It had gotten eaten down. It was another sapling replacing my Japanese maple that had not survived the transplant. And I ended up putting a trellis around it and wrapping that in plastic. Well, I didn't have another trellis, so I'm just using some sticks right now and making some makeshift protection. I'm using the shovel sort of like a hammer to get those in. All right, so I sort of have my frame here, and I'm going to start using some plastic wrap and packing tape and just cover those sticks. So what I want to do is give the tree a chance to have its roots settle down. Any critters that would be tempted by a young sapling like this won't find it such an easy food. It will be covered, so they'll have to work a little bit if they want to try to get in there. Notice there is a gap at the bottom after I finish adding the plastic wrap. So I'm going to have to fill that, and I just use packing tape for that because it works very well and it allows me to manipulate in there. It also, this covering protects it from the strong winds. We can get strong winds in our backyard. And I wanted to give the tree a chance to really root. So we'll take a look at its progress in about 2 weeks. I'm taking these smaller sticks to sort of push out or reduce the gap and increase the tension in the plastic there and give the tree a little bit more room so it's not so closed in. Again, this isn't going to stop all animals from getting in if they really want to, but it's just less convenient for them. They can't just hop on by or walk on by and just take advantage of a young sapling sitting there to munch on. They'd have to work to get that. And like I said, this is really protecting them from the wind as well, the leaves and all. So I'm going to tape up the top part again. I'm creating some tension so the plastic is a little bit stiffer and gives the tree and leaves a little bit more room. I'll probably check on this, like I said, in about 2 weeks, but whenever the leaves start growing up beyond the plastic, that's a good sign to me that the roots are taking hold and the tree is in growing mode, and I probably won't need to leave this on very long. All right, not the prettiest, but the best I could do with the supplies that I had. And like I said, this is very short term because this tree is already a nice size. I'm going to water it now, as you should, as you put in new trees, new saplings. And I'm taking water from my pond because there isn't any chlorine in it. It's mostly rainwater, and that's definitely better for your plants and your trees than water from your tap or hose that will have chlorine in it. You'll notice a difference if you make that switch. So that's what I'm doing here. I'll continue to water this daily. And while we're watering here, I thought it would be nice to also follow up with how my Japanese maple was doing. In my previous video, I mentioned it did survive the winter, but it was really eaten down. I think it was a squirrel or a rabbit just found it very convenient to nibble on it. It was getting nibbled on by the end of the season last year, and it really needed some protection. So let's take a look at it. Here it is. This was about 2 weeks ago, and you can see it was really eaten down, quite a nub, but there were buds, so it's definitely alive. And then when we look at it again, here it is 2 weeks later. Look at the difference. It's so beautiful. Look at all of the leaves. So it's really growing, and I'm going to leave this one protected until it gets pretty high. Well, thanks so much for watching. Please join me when I do more of a full garden and greenhouse update next time. Take care.